Well, Pep Guardiola defends Erling Haaland after the way he went ahead to miss out on very many chances in the game that Man City drew with Chelsea 1-1. And I'm trying to dedicate this video to all Arsenal fans who really have a grudge onto Gabriel Jesus and you believe he's not supposed to be your number 9. Has he ever gone ahead to miss out on these very many chances in a single game? And to an extent that Pep Guardiola has come out to defend Erling Haaland, it shows you that it was really abnormal and really uncalled for. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where you're watching us from, I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And also, Thomas Frank, the manager of Brentford, has come out and really said lots of things concerning Phil Foden. Remember, tomorrow, it's going to be a huge one. Man City is going to be hosting Brentford at the Etihad Stadium. And he has pointed out one player that he believes can even win a Ballon d'Or. And we are obviously going to really talk about that. Let's see close to 100 likes, smashing this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We are talking Erling Haaland, and we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. And let's get straight into what Pep Guardiola went to say onto Erling Haaland. He said, I played for 11 years and I scored 11 goals. 1 goal a season. I'm not a proper man to give advice to strikers. We created chances and next time he's going to score. I don't blame him. So, what has been the cause of all this that has even gone ahead to really reach this level of as to why the manager of Man City has to come out and obviously defend Erling Haaland? Erling Haaland had very many chances and he missed them out, and I'm going to bring you the number. But before we go to that, one will ask, was Pep Guardiola a football player? Yeah, he was playing as a central defensive midfielder, you know, for Barcelona, and he really played very well. He was a very good midfielder, and no doubts that he's really one of the best managers in the world, because when you're playing in the midfield, you find yourself seeing every bit of action that happens in or across the pitch. That is Pep Guardiola for you. Now, why did he go ahead and obviously blame this boy known as Erling Haaland? Now, Erling Haaland had 9 shots at goal. In those 9 shots, he had 3 big chances. He scored 0 goals, and the expected goals were 1.7. You get? So, this really never left Pep Guardiola in the same way, you know. And he said it's good to have 9 shots and the next time he's going to score. I think back in the dressing room, it was not business as usual, because having 9 shots, and if at all you saw him really, there is even another chance, the header that was really free and it was in the 6 yards area and he headed it over the bar. That is Erling Haaland. Now, if you go to the table of big chances missed, I think he tops it. So, I pity every Arsenal fan who has always gone ahead, come out and really said, Gabriel Jesus is a wasteful guy. Tell me a game where Gabriel Jesus has ever gone ahead to miss 3 chances without scoring a goal. Tell me a game where Arsenal has ever gone ahead to create 9 chances for their number 9. That is out. So, this is an example to you that you don't need a number 9 to hold up your team. That is out. All you need is to have people that can come in through and really kill off the game. You need to be having goals in multiple sources. I really went ahead to hint about it in the game of in the first video I did today about Ivan Toney as to why Arsenal's gonna hate to pull out, because look at how goals are coming in through ever since this year started. The calendar year has seen Arsenal score 21 goals in 5 games, meaning that they're averaging 4 goals per game. Do they have a number 9? No. If I ask you, Arsenal and Man City, who has gone ahead to score more goals in this calendar year? It's all about Arsenal scoring very many goals. Who has the best striker in the world? Man City. Why is it that a team that has the best striker in the world has not gone ahead to score very many goals? So, even distribution of goals is what every manager would call in for his team. And I think Pep Guardiola knows it, because for the season he's going to have to win the Premier League. He has not relied onto a centre forward a lot. The centre forward is going to have to do his job, but the likes of Riyad Mahrez, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Kevin De Bruyne. There was even when Yaya Toure was really very quick in scoring goals. David Silva. He has been having even fullbacks raising up to the occasion to come in through and really score goals. For example, João Cancelo. He at one time this season scored 10 goals and a double figure of assists. Those are people we are talking about. Look at Rodri this season. I think he has like 6 goals in the Premier League, and it needed Rodri to raise up to the occasion to save Man City when they are playing against Chelsea. That's where the even distribution of goals really helps you, that if so and so doesn't score, the other player will score. If I'm to count the different number of people that have gone ahead to score goals for Arsenal, they are really many. For example, in the game of Crystal Palace, it was Martinelli, Trossard, Magalhaes, Gabriel. You get? Then, when they went to the game of Nottingham Forest, it was Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. You see, almost the players that really scored against Crystal Palace never scored against Nottingham Forest. When they went in the game of Liverpool, Saka raised up to the occasion, then Martinelli, and then Trossard. When they went to the game of West Ham, Saka, Odegaard never scored. Saka, Rice, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and Trossard. You see? Then after that, they went to the game of Burnley. Kai Havertz came and scored. After Kai scored, there came in through Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, and Trossard. So it shows you that there is uneven distribution of goals, and this is why I hate it when I see my team relying onto those centre forwards. I don't want to see my team relying onto those centre forwards a lot. I want to see an even distribution of goals, because the day your centre forward is really marked out, all he gets chances and misses them, you won't win and you won't even get a point. So I think Pep knows it very well that all he needs to do is to see to it that Phil Foden raises up to the occasion. And for Phil Foden, he has been one of those players that have always gone ahead to work hard to see to it that he really scores goals. His season is really doing great, especially in the Premier League and the Champions League. When you look at Foden and his stats this season, he's really one of the players that have gone ahead to obviously make things happen. 8 goals in the Premier League, 7 assists in 24 games, 4 goals in the Champions League and 3 assists, taking his tally to 12 goals and 10 assists. Then in the Club World Cup, he scored 1 goal, and that is Phil Foden for you. So I think they need Phil Foden, this other guy, Julian Alves, Jeremy Doku to raise up to the occasion. Jack Grealish is injured, but when he returns, he has to keep on doing. Kevin De Bruyne has gone ahead to come in through and obviously tried to really put up a lot. So, in my understanding, it is really a worrying bit for Pep Guardiola, and I know he has to defend his guy, but back in the dressing room, I think the face of Pep Guardiola went red onto Erling Haaland, because he was asking him, why didn't you score? 9 shots on target, and Haaland missed out on all. What does that send in your mind? You'll always reflect on what I really tell you, that a number 9 doesn't win a trophy. What wins a trophy is an even distribution of goals in the team. So after that, we go to Thomas Frank, the manager of he's the manager of Brentford. He had the following to say, that Phil Foden is a very good player. For me, he's the closest England gets to a Ballon d'Or winner in the future. I think he has the potential. That level influences the game anyways. The last game he got on the end of 3 situations and scored 3. He's very good at dribbling, sliding people in. works very hard. He seems to have a good mentality in hard working. He's very good. Obviously, in this era, I think before the coming in of Jude Bellingham and Kobe Mainoo, I would tell you that Phil Foden was the best English talent. That is it. Best English talent. When you look at how he really plays, the talent, he does a lot on the ball. That is Phil Foden for you. And I really feel for him that he has been playing at City where quality is really huge. If he was playing for a team like Arsenal or Man United or Liverpool, he would have gone ahead to get himself into that team and would have been the star boy, like you see Bukayo Saka at Arsenal. Imagine Phil Foden at Arsenal. Have you ever imagined that? He would have gone ahead to obviously be one of the most players in the world. But I think the manager of Man City went ahead to hint on him being a replacer or a replacement of Kevin De Bruyne, that he's going to really be a very important player. But I think all that relies onto Pep Guardiola staying at this team, because if Pep Guardiola is now building the team to hand it over to Phil Foden to be that key man, he needs to stay around and see this guy really go through. Last time he played against Brentford, it was a hat-trick. That is for Phil Foden. But we all understand a lot has to come into play for this young lad. But to me, winning a Ballon d'Or, I think he's really going to need to work hard and really unshell himself from that level at City that is being covered up by people like Erling Haaland. Because if you're still playing with Haaland, it will require you a very, 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 very different season if Man City wins the Champions League to see to it that you lift the Ballon d'Or. Unless otherwise he performs very well for Man City, they win the Champions League and he goes to the World Cup or Euros and England wins it. Because for that, it will be evident that they're going to give it to him as Norway is still far off from really getting into positions of competition of the Euros and the World Cup. So I think if Arul performs well the English national team and puts in a performance of which I believe, he just needs to get people that are of the same quality. For example, I'd love to see a midfield of Declan Rice, Kobe Mainoo, Jude Bellingham, and this guy Phil Foden, because when you combine those four and put them in the team, their talent frequency is almost the same and they can obviously do a lot together. But if they don't, then wait and see. But the game is on. Brentford is going to be playing away at Etihad, and we're waiting to see how Man City are really going to get the energy to really kill off this game of football. 3 games in 7 days is really one of the hugest tasks that you'll ever want to see. I saw it last season when the team I support, Man United, was in the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, playing the Premier League and playing the UEFA Europa League. They would play on Sunday, Wednesday, Sunday. You get? And then the sequence repeated. Every week, Manchester United had a game to play until the end of the season. So I think that fatigue sometimes kicks in, but the mentality of Man City is going to be put on test tomorrow in there for you. And I would like to see you guys go and really tell me what your predictions are for that fixture. Rokani David remains my name. A sign out for now. See you later. What are your thoughts about Pep defending Erling Haaland and Phil Foden, Ballon d'Or winner? What do you make about it? I'm out.